I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, what are you doing? Why you got blue lipstick on? I just tried it, but I didn't even put it on properly. Look, and now it's all dried. That's it. Well, I thought I'd put blue lipstick on because I've again got no fleas. I've again got no makeup on. They're like, no, you've got lipstick on, but that is all I've got on is lipstick. I thought it matched my glasses. And then I thought, with my little headband that's pink, tell me I don't look like an 80s throwback without telling me I look like an 80s throwback. You better think I look gorgeous. You know what? I think it's about 33 degrees. Yeah. So the phone's behind me. If you can see, it's all propped up. Everything's propped up because I needed something blowing behind me. Do you know what I mean? I've got the aircon luckily enough in the front room, but even that don't seem to be. I've got no underwear on. I've got no drawers on, and I am probably going to leave a snail trail on my carpet. But it is what it is. The flange, you know, it can play up now and again, and if it wants to leave a snail trail, it will bloody well leave a snail trail. Sweat trail and snail trail at the same time. More than likely, to be honest with you. Don't worry, I'll do have a carpet cleaner if it gets in a little bit of a mess. Hopefully it won't get in that much of a mess. Anyway, apart from sweating my fruitnies off, oh my god, can we not cope? Let me tell you something, we can't. I've told you this before and I'll say it again, right? We can't cope with the rain, the snow, the heat. I want a house full of air conditioners. I do. I mean, I'm not going to get it. I'm just saying that's what I'd like if I had my way. Yeah, but I'm not. The battery's been so bad today as well, I cannot tell you. And I keep falling in and out of sleep. I don't know what's going on. I'm just feeling so exhausted. Now, you could all say to me, well, Liz, it's 100 degrees in UK. And that might be knocking you for six a bit. But as I just said, there's an aircon in the other room now, and I have spent a lot of the time. I mean, I have done my housework today, and oh my god, I was melting. But like I say, I have been in now, and I'm still been. Ooh, I was watching this thing about extraterrestrials and Roswell. I'm into all that stuff, you know that, didn't you? But anyway, listen, old Blue Lips here is come on to do a pum 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 Molton brown mystery bag from eBay, which was $9.99. Was it worth it? I've already had a look in there. You can tell me if you think it was worth it, or if you think it's the bag of poo 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 poo. There used to be a grey tower alone on the sea. You became the light on the dark side of me. Love remain. Oh, I did it. I got up that high. I didn't think I could. Just goes to show you. Don't know why that song just come into my head. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, so I got a Molton brown, didn't I? But before I get into it, yeah. Oh my god, I'm sweating under the fupa. Not the fupa. Me apron belly. My apron belly's sweating as well. I tell you, by 12 o'clock it'll smell like Edam under. I didn't say that, alright? I'm joking. Right, anyway. Better not. Them lips, aren't they disgusting? I mean, I'm not sure blue is for me. I'm blue, dabba dee dabba da da dabba dee dabba da. Right, anyway, so before I get on with this, I keep licking my lips, I don't know why. I've watched a couple of things that I want to tell you about it. Yes, I did. Alright. So, where was it? I have to write everything down. You know I've got the old brain fog. So I watched Final Destination Bloodlines, and I thought it was absolutely brilliant. Alright. Now, I've watched all the other ones, and they're all alright, to be quite honest with you. But I really did enjoy that one. I really did a lot. Don't know what's happening here. I need to clean my ear holes. Look, they've gone a bit, I've got like, because these are not real, isn't it? Totes offs. I'm going to do that afterwards. Lisa, remind yourself to get a Q-tip and clean your lobes, alright? I used to have lobes down here. Did you know that? I did. I would have been spiritually worshipped, I think maybe in the Hindu community. I'm not sure, is it the Hindu? With the Buddhas. I had Buddha ears. Yeah, I did. I had them removed. Anyway, so Final Destination Bloodlines, right, was really good. And then I watched a drama called Code of Silence, and that was really good. So if any of you have got the dramas, was it a My5 or? I don't remember, but anyway, it was called Code of Silence, and the guy in it, he was called Liam. I was like, oh, I like you, yeah. I mean, obviously he weren't me Tom. No one will ever, because I like Matthew McConaughey as well. But this Liam was hit as well, yeah. I was like, ooh, could you imagine? I'll have Liam, Tom, and Matthew McConaughey as my, what should I do with them? What would I do if I had them all here right now? Well, in this bleeding, he'd probably just offer them a cuppa. I ain't fit for nothing else. Especially not with three of them. Although I might give it a good go, if you know what I mean. Anyway, then I watched, it's a new film called The Ritual, and it's got good old Al Pacino in it. And is it Dan Stevens? Can't remember the name, but he's in everything. I think it is Dan Stevens. And it is based on a true story of the most documented exorcism ever done. Now, is it 1823 or 1923? It was one of the two it was done in, to this girl. But it's very much exorcist-y type, very exorcist-y type film. So if you like The Exorcist, you'll like The Ritual. So yeah, I highly recommend that. I really do need to grow my lashes, don't I? Look at them. Look how little they are. I mean, I've barely got eyes, if I'm honest with you. It's like I'm a different ethnicity. Look, they're so little, look. I told you I need to open them like that. Oh, maybe not. It's just as well, I'm so absolutely fantastic, isn't it? Anyhow, anywho, do you know what I'm going to do? I haven't done it for years. You know I hate the way that someone says years, they get that. It's time for mine. Now listen, if you're new to my channel, a long time back, I used to do my 1,227 facts to blow your socks off. Now, no one's socks really were ever blown. Maybe a couple of times. They were like, Leash, you actually blew my socks off. And I was like, well, I'm glad it happened. But not always. But however, I've brought it out today. So, if you've been with me long enough and you know how it goes, come on, girls and boys. It's time for my 1,227 facts to blow your socks off. Oh yes it is. Yes it is indeed. It's my 1,227 facts to blow your socks off. You ready? My mouth's is dry. I tell you, mouth's as dry as a, I can't say on here, family friendly. As a young man in London in 1914, Ho Chi Minh worked for Escoffier as a trainee pastry chef. Well, I mean, I don't even know who the fella is anyway, so it's gone right over the head. The South American revolutionary Simon Bolivar was at various times president of Bolivia, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru and Venezuela. Again, this has gone right over me. I don't know what you're talking about. Venezuela is Spanish for Little Venice. I bet you all wanted to know that, didn't you? In the 17th century Venice, women's high-heeled shoes could be more than 12 inches tall. Could you imagine walking in 12 inches? Oh, hell no. I couldn't. Now, years ago, right, I could do, listen, when I was 13, I used to go Margate, Ben Bon Brothers, best time of my life, yeah? If no one knows what Ben Bon Brothers is, it was Dreamland, Margate, yeah? So Dreamland, Margate, and in there, they had Ben Bon Brothers, they had the Enterprise. I mean, you can look all this up on, oh, excuse me, I'm just airing the flapperoonies. And me back and my knees are sweating again. Yeah, so, why did I even talk about Ben Bon Brothers? That's really annoyed me. Oh, heels, that was it. So, in Ben Bon Brothers, Dreamland Margate, right? Some of you might remember. If you do, please drop a comment and say, oh my God, I used to go Ben Bon Brothers. And I'll be like, sister. So there was the Enterprise, there was Apollo, there was the good old Looping Star, the Scenic Railway. Now, when it did close, because it's now reopened a few years ago, right? Quite a few years ago now, but when it did close, they had to leave a part of the scenic railway up because I believe it was a listed building. Anyway, they rebuilt the scenic railway and it's going today. Yes, I'm not joking. Go and check it out because it's not called Dreamland now. What is it called? What was it called? Dreamland? I can't remember. But we used to go on the Looping Star, the Mary Rose. Anyone remember the Mary Rose? You'd go, as it comes down, all the blokes would go, oh, when it hit their little scrotons, and they'd, oh, and then you get, as you went upside down, you'd hear bleeding change falling out and everything. Good old Looping Star was the little one loop coaster. Apollo was that thing, it looked like the moon and it had them things going around. The Enterprise went upside down in like cable car, not cable cars, like cratey type things. And now that I think is called Zodiac and it's at Thorpe Park, if I'm not wrong. So it's about 50 years old and I've been on it while it was in Dreamland and while it was in Thorpe Park. Yeah, I know, can't believe it, can you? Well, I used to go there when I was 13 years old every single Sunday, right? And I used to think I was the bee's knees at 13. Me and my friend, we used to dress the same, and we got some high heels from Seven Sisters Market Hall, which for some of you might know it as Ward's Corner in Tottenham. Anyway, it turned to Seven Sisters Market Hall, and we used to get all our clothes from over there. In fact, one of the places I used to buy my clothes from, Leona Lewis, the singer, her mum and dad owns that clothes shop, and they had some banging bits. But anyway, we had all these clothes to go down the old Ritzy and the old Polo Club and the old Rudolph's and the Corbury Club and all that back in the day. But then we would get exactly the same pair of shoes, and I remember we used to go, well, we had these one pair of shoes, black paint and high heels, and they got to have been like that, they got to have been 4 inches. Now remember, you're going from Seven Sisters to Victoria, I think that's where we used to go, then you change on the train that takes you to Margate, then from the train station you have to walk to Dreamland, Ben Bon Brothers, right, then you're walking around all day. See, this is the thing, when you're a kid or when you're young, you take it for granted what you can do. Man, listen, it ain't happening. Not in this day and age. Listen, for me, trainers and Uggs all the way. And if I do wear heels, I have to be sitting down for a meal, or I end up having to take them off because I just can't do it. You know that all night long, all night. Definitely not. I can't. Not even for a second long. I just spat everywhere. Hope it didn't hit you in the face. Mind you, it might cool you down in this weather. Who knows? But anyway, yeah, so that's what I was trying to say. I used to wear these, me and Cheryl, and then I used to go with my other friend as well, but we used to wear these big ass heels like that, and would walk around in them all day. Never felt any pain, never got bunions, never got pains on the balls of my foot, nothing, absolutely nothing. Oh, I was a girl, I remember coming back on the train on numerous occasions, but one I remember, and we met these boys, so I would have been maybe, well, I was 13 when I started going, so let's just say 14, yeah. My friend was about 15. We met these boys, yeah, and I remember it was so different back in the day, you know, without the phones and stuff. It was different. It was so different, and the best life that you could ever wish for. And I remember there was this, and I remember his name was Oliver, and he was talking to me on the train, and I just remember next thing we were snogging and a kissing, and yeah, on the train, going back to Victoria. Oh, they were the days. Down behind the alleyway, behind the garages. Lisa, did you do anything behind the garages? No. Are you sure? Weren't me. Behind the bike sheds? Don't remember doing anything behind the bike sheds, though, I've got to be honest. No. Anyway, I've been jabber and a jibber and a jibber and a jibber and jabber. And at the moment, my gallbladder is playing me up not. I was about to say it's not playing me up, it's playing me up not. So I'm going to shut up before I speak too soon, and then, because when I'm in this position, after a while it starts to really hurt. But at the moment, I get, well, how can I put it, I get twinges. If anyone's ever had gallstones and that, they'll know, but it's not full on. So what I'm saying, it's not hurting full on. I can feel little twinges, but it's not hurting full on. But I'm going to shut up before it does. I could really need a drink now. Anyway, so this is what I got, and you can tell me if you think it was worth it, yeah? So I think most of this, I'm burping, I'm just so disgusting, excuse me. Most of this is probably going to go in my next giveaway, which will be very soon. I've got bare lot of stuff. So the first thing they give me, this is travel accessories, Molton Brown, London. So it's like that, little cardboard box thing. They probably got it free on bleeding, I don't know. But it's quite good because it's got a sponge in it. I don't know what that's for because it's like hard on one side but not on the other. So it's got a sponge, a little sewing kit, I think that'd be a shower cap, a nail file, and I'm going to have to open this because I can't see what it is. Oh, I'm not going to open it, but it looks like 2 Q-tips and a bit of gauze because, yeah, I'm going to put it in a giveaway. I don't know what it is. But anyway, so that's the first thing. I mean, it's alright. I mean, it's alright if you get, you know, if you're in the aeroplane and you're up really high and you're like, oh no, I need to sew the hem on my jeans. And you've got a sewing kit. I mean, it's very highly unlikely. You know, stranger things have happened. So that, it's not like it's bad, but I do know what's in it because I've looked. And then we've got some Molton Brown Cocoa and Sandalwood 30ml bottle of nourishing body lotion. Now remember, this mystery bag was $9.99. So I mean, it ain't dear. Do you know what I mean? Should we have a whiffy woo? They're like, I thought you was giving it in a gift. Well, I am, but I have to have a whiffy woo. That is very, very soft. And do you know what? Very soft. It very much has the smell of like Penhaligon's. It's got a Penhaligon's scent to that. So that's really nice. I'm keeping that over there. Yeah, none of you are getting it. Then I've got a Green Park, which is Molton Brown, but I don't know why it's called, because it's look, made in England by Molton Brown, but I don't know why it's called Green Park. And it's a neroli and cedar soap. Should I have a whiffy woo? Well, I'm gonna anyway. Oh my god, that's so good. I think I'm thinking. You might end up with some bits, you might not. Don't quote me on it. And then this is a Shisha perfume. I hate these new things they do them in. They're pony. You know, like the good old testers. Just leave things how they are. Why does everyone have to change everything for the worst? Alright, so if I pull that out. There's hardly even a spray in there. Right, it's okay. But it's very, very oody. Very, very oody. Anyway, I can't give that to anyone because I've just used it all. You barely get anything in there, but it is very oody. Excuse me, I've got a snotty shrub bucket. All friends here. If you see a Humphrey or two, better pick a Humphrey or two. Yes. Anyway, next thing we've got is a Molton Brown Recharge Black Pepper 4-in-1 body wash. Have they seen my body? That will just about wash the fupa, to be honest with you. Oh, it smells nice though. It's a man's one, but do I care? No. I'll use it anyway. Use it under the pitties, on the nevers, the batty crease, whatever you want to use it, innit? So I'm keeping that as well. Oh, put it all over there. So far, that's going in a giveaway. Well, I bought it. What's this? Molton Brown Fiery Pink Pepper Body Lotion. I'm going to have a smell of it. I am on my granny hands. Everywhere's just becoming grands on me. You know what I mean? It's just one of them things. Oh. That is very peppery, I must admit. yeah, I mean, I like it, but not as much as the other one, so that will be put in a giveaway. Alright. What happened there? It moved. Something dropped. Then I've got a triple milled soap. And that is 25 grams. And I will put that in a giveaway. So there's 3 things there so far. I don't want to hear any of it from you lots. Alright? Not a dicky. Then they've given me, oh yeah, thanks for that. I mean, I'm so happy. A nail file. You can have that. You look at that. I don't want a nail file. They're trying to pee me off. Anyway, then I've got, I don't know what this is, but I'm going to keep it because it sounds good. It's a purifying Ambruska body polish bar. But I think it meant to have had something on this side and it's not there. Anyway, I'm keeping, oh my god, I literally, hang on, I've just got a, I'm glad you can't see any further down because my legs are akimbo, mate, and you would see the Blackwall Tunnel. In fact, it's probably bigger than the Blackwall Tunnel. It for sure echoes more. Listen. Lisa! Sa! Oh. Yeah. Anyway, the last thing here is Molton Brown Japanese Orange Nourishing Body Lotion. Let's have a whiffy woo. I know I've probably mixed them all together now, haven't I? That one's okay as well. Not too bad, but I think I am going to put that in the giveaway as well. So next time I do a giveaway, you're going to have 2 Molton Brown creams, a soap, a travel kit, an epoxy nail file. Now listen, do you not think that was worth $9.99? I suppose it were, because these things on their own are about a tenner, aren't they? I would have thought. I don't know, something like that. Anyway, something around the region. Something around the region. But anyway, yeah, so, yeah, anyway, do you know what? I was going to tell you something, but I can't. I'll tell you on the next one, because I really need to get a drink. My mouth's so dry, honestly. But anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel, because it is free. Drop some comments below and hit your notification bell. And I shall see you all in my next video. But before I go, I just want to say to you all, I just called to say I love you. Oh yes, I did. Ciao.